What is up, boys and gals? How the fuck you all doing? If you're new to the channel, I'm Juanrad Birdie. If this isn't your first time visiting, then you sure already know. I'm a sassy little kitty cat with the sexual libido a priest has anytime they walk to a children's birthday party and there's a bunch of sweaty young boys playing laser tag in a dark room.
Oh my god, yes, Flash Gordon, yes, yeah, just zip those fucking lasers at him. Oh, fuck.
You'll also know that I hate absolutely everything and everyone. I mean, there's a lot of shit in this world that makes my dick soft and my balls shrivel up like a contestant in RuPaul's Drag Race. So to get rid of some of this animosity I feel towards the rest of the world, I've compiled a brand new list of the top 10 things that should be more socially acceptable. And if you haven't checked out part 1, 2, or 3 yet, I highly suggest that you check those out first because this video is going to be a lot worse. Number 10. Pretending Scientology is a religion when it's actually just a cult. I might as well start off with the most controversial topic on the list because, well, fuck it. As many of you know, I think all of religion is, well, fucking stupid. But Scientology has to be, by far, the dumbest religion. I mean, seriously, how can you take any cult leader seriously when they're under 5 foot? What are you gonna do, play rocket ship with them? Ooh, yay! Ooh, you're so tiny and cute. I love you, yes. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Even Charles Manson wasn't that short, and you're telling me that people are scared of talking badly about this guy? The motherfucker who follows the word of a science fiction novelist who created a whole religion based off of a higher power named fucking Xenu? I mean, come on. Fucking Xenu? That's the absolute best that they could come up with? A 7-year-old could have created something better than that. The harsh reality of Scientology is it was created by this schizophrenic, bipolar, washed up science fiction novelist who had nothing better to do on a Wednesday afternoon because his books were nothing special. So he created this whole religion based off an intergalactic space god and was able to con a bunch of desperate fucking people who were just looking for a way to better their lives out of millions, if not billions of dollars. So why are people so scared to talk publicly about Scientology? I mean, oh no, what are you gonna do? Create a website bad talking me? You're gonna send your followers after me? Oh, please don't do that. Oh. Listen, dorks, it is public knowledge that there's nothing I won't say to offend someone. And it's not like I'm fucking Leah Remini who gives a shit about the legacy she created on King of Queens. All publicity is good publicity, and I will take any type of fucking exposure. I don't give a shit if you want to call me racist, homophobic, sexist. I hear this shit on a daily basis, and if you're really offended and you want to come after me just because I shit talk your religion, guess what? I'm Juanrad motherfucking Birdie, and I don't give a flying fuck if I offend you. In fact, I'll go publicly on record saying that David Miscavige is a little bitch boy who's not going to do anything or say anything because at the end of the day, anyone who isn't under his little psychological manipulation fucking hypnosis and he tries to throw hands with them, that's a fight he's not going to win. Again, dude's fucking 5'5", little tiny guy. Pick him up and move him aside. What the fuck? So in closing, Scientology is just a whole bunch of bullshit. It's a fucking cult, and if you're a member of Scientology and you were offended by this entry, guess what? I don't give a fuck. Number 9, exchanging coitus with multiple people at once. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I'm a straight up 10, and no woman could tame this wild stallion. I make Andrew Tate look like a soft serve vanilla ice cream cone, and the only difference between he and I is, other than my massive schlong and amazing personality, is I believe in consent, whereas he believes Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein did absolutely nothing wrong. I'm sorry, I could not say that line with a straight face. Now I know this isn't the roast of Andrew Tate, but honestly, Andrew Tate's the kind of guy where you can mention the word clit to him and he'd look at you like you're speaking fucking Swahili. Motherfucker has no idea what a clit is. But you know who does know? This guy right here. And I'll gladly flick that bean like I'm playing Through the Fire Flames on Expert Mode in Guitar Hero 3. If you didn't get that reference, your childhood fucking sucked. Now before anyone starts throwing shit at me, I want to make it very clear that I don't believe you should be exchanging coitus with other people if you're in a committed relationship. In truth, I'm a sucker for love. And if I were in a committed relationship, I would be rearranging my partner's guts every fucking day. But since I'm not in a relationship, I shouldn't be slut-shamed just for going to Pound Town with the hooker down the street. I can't help it that every single fucking person I come into contact with wants to rip my clothes off and do unspeakable things to me. The good Lord bless me with looking like a tall glass of wine. So who am I to deprive the thinners of a couple sips? It's sacrilege. So let's stop slut-shaming people, okay? You boring-ass people who are most likely white have no idea what us sexy people go through on a daily basis. Number 8. Gaslighting people who think gender is a social construct. Gender is not a social construct, and all this they, them, zippity-doo-dah, all that shit, it's fucking retarded. To the people that really believe in this ideology, I just feel sorry for, because they don't understand that when your only argument starts with, I feel I am this, so I'm going to identify as this, the facts that you're presenting to the argument no longer becomes fact, but a personal statement based off feelings. Gender is just a fucking label. It's to tell the difference between whether or not you have a penis or a vagina, and there's nothing more to it. The only exception to this profiling is if you're born with the two genders and you decide later on to transition to the opposite gender. And if that's so fucking hard for you to understand, allow me to paint you a picture. You're female, but you don't feel like you're a female. You feel that you personally identify more so with more masculine traits. So in your heart, you're choosing to identify as a they, them, or he, him because that's how you feel inside, right? That's how you feel. So if anyone can just choose to identify as anything and demand others to respect their choice and demand them to identify them as the appropriate pronouns that they've chosen for themselves, then there should be no problem with me openly saying, I feel that I'm a Chinese lesbian. Obviously, on the surface of things, you can clearly tell I'm neither Chinese nor a gay female. However, if your only argument is based off of a feeling and you claim that I can identify as anything I want, then guess what? I'm choosing to identify as a Chinese lesbian because I love Asian culture, I love women, and that's how I feel. See how fucking retarded you look? Number 7. Hating people that live up to their stereotypes. Racism, sexism, all that bigotry. It's not sexy. And that's why every Republican looks like a stinky dried up twat. Hating specific groups of people that live up to their stereotypes, now that makes my dick wet. I've made it abundantly clear that I do not like people, but the people I hate the most are the people that live up to their stereotypes, because it's those people that are just so fucking annoying and dumb. Nobody wants to hang out with the dumb or annoying people unless you, the individual's IQ, is that of a thermostat. You think any normal human being is going to want to associate with a black person if they're being loud for no fucking reason, or a white person who's just going to be abundantly racist the whole time and throw around his privilege at every chance he gets? Fuck you, white people. And before you say anything, I'm Puerto Rican, and my full legal name is straight off the boat. At the end of the day, you're the one making the executive decision to act like a stereotype. No one else is forcing you to act in a certain manner, so don't get upset when other people call you out for that shit, because it's you who is making the decision to act fucking stupid. Number 6. fucking your school teacher. I can name about 5 teachers in grade school who I wouldn't have mind licking their assholes or munching on their cooters. Grade school is a time where hormones are through the fucking roof, and specifically young males are humping their pillows and wanting to stick their dick in anything and everything. Me personally, I didn't leave my room for 2 weeks when I first discovered dropping the pause at Spank Bank, and I would just sit in my room all day looking up girls kissing girls on YouTube. My grandmother thought I had the flu, but if we're being honest here, I was Chris Brown and my dick was Rihanna. If the education system actually cared about all that they preached, then there should be a system in order where every hot teacher will offer that after school extracurricular credit classes, if you know what I mean. Sex ed, it ain't cutting these days. And these very young, impressionable males are going on the internet looking at porn and thinking that's what sex is. But the reality of it is it's so fucking dangerous because these guys are growing up not knowing what the fuck a clitoris is, Andrew Tate, or the understanding of knowing that if you have sex with a chick when she's on birth control, but also taking antibiotics, she will get pregnant. Sure, if you're a prude, you could call it pedophilia, but in my opinion, I prefer a car with a little mileage on it. Number 5, bad-mouthing forced diversity in movies and television. I've spoken a little bit about this in a previous video, and honestly, I can make an entire video based off this topic, but I still want to add it to the list because there seems to be this unspoken rule that if you don't like a character that's different and not white, then you're automatically labeled a bigot. People that think that way are just fucking stupid, and anytime this topic comes up, their argument usually sounds like this. Representation is important, and we need more characters that showcase diversity because we didn't have that growing up. There are so many amazing TV shows and movies where the main protagonist isn't a straight white colored man. For example, Stack Shock. Stack Shock had to be by far one of the greatest shows that wasn't just a superhero show. I mean, this show dove into some serious topics like gun violence and other political issues that mostly strained from African American culture, but also represented African culture in a very positive way. And if you weren't into superheroes, The Proud Family and That's So Raven were also some very hilarious shows that a lot of us remember growing up with, that not only provided a strong female role, but was African American. I'm not denying that there are a lot more examples of white people in movies and TV shows, but it's the forced inclusion and changing an already established character's diversity that really fucking grinds my gears, because the whole argument is there's not enough representation in movies and TV shows. If you want to make a show that has positive representation of being black, Asian, gay, or whatever the fuck you want represented, you can easily make that kind of a show and make it a good show that showcases all that stuff positively. But if you're just making a character who is just there to be a fucking token, and their whole personality is, well, I'm gay, so yeah, or I'm black, blah 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 blah, then it just becomes repetitive and fucking annoying. If you can't come up with anything new, that's perfectly fine. If you want to make Superman black or Mickey Mouse a paraplegic, that's fine. Just make it make sense, because at the end of the day, the only thing that's important to a movie, a TV show, a book, a comic book, any type of fucking story is character development and an interesting plot line. Number 4, disagreeing with the body positivity movement. I'm sorry, but when did glorifying detrimental health risks to another person's body become cool and woke? I'm not a skinny dude at all, and I love me a chubby girl, so I'm not being fat phobic when I say I don't agree with this overly glorification that all bodies are perfect and there's nothing wrong with it. There is something wrong with it. Heart disease, high blood pressure, depression, lung disease, gallbladder disease, cancer. I mean, the list goes fucking on. If you want to live your life showcasing your body on the internet or eating 1,000 calories a day, that's your choice, Shamu. But this glorification that obesity is a good thing, that's just fucking retarded, because you're providing this false narrative to some young and very impressionable people that obesity is a healthy lifestyle and it's okay to be fat when it's fucking not. You are literally advocating for something that could potentially kill someone in the long run. So again, if you want to eat 1,000 fucking calories a day, show your curves on the internet, and fucking be a advocate for obesity, that's your fucking choice. But what you're doing is dangerous, could potentially kill someone, and it's fucking stupid. Number 3, criticizing brave people. The word brave has become utterly fatuous. I mean, at this point in time, anyone could be defined as brave for doing the simplest of tasks. Something bad could happen to you one day, and the next day you wake up, you get out of bed, take a shower, go to work, and progress to the rest of your day, and people will commend you for being brave. It could be literally the stupidest shit, like you forget to take your clothes out of the dryer, or you left your phone at work, and you can just call yourself brave because it affected you on a detrimental level, when the reality of it all is you're just an overly sensitive little bitch. Oh my gosh, am I gaslighting you right now? Are your feelings hurt? Jeez, I hope that what I said to you doesn't make you have to isolate yourself for a week and turn off your phone so you don't go on social media. Oh, that would just be so terrible. Cry me a fucking river, because you're not brave. You're just an overly sensitive, super fucking emotional, annoying fucking little cunt. Nobody gives a flying fuck about your sexuality, or if you decide not to stand up during a national anthem. I mean, you could literally suck 1,000,000 cocks and finger blast every woman within a 50-mile radius, and literally no one will give a flying shit, except for fucking bigots or people that believe that your way of life doesn't match their religious views or ideology. You woke ass motherfuckers need to stop fixating on what everyone else thinks and start putting more of that focus on things that are actual harmful to everyone in society. If you want to use your platform to bitch and complain about something, you might as well use it to complain about actual terrible people like rapists, pedophiles, fucking sexists, just any fucking terrible human being, and not some person that didn't share the same ideology as you and offended your overly sensitive bitch ass. Number 2, smoking cigarettes in bars. This one's fucking personal. Why the fuck can't you smoke in bars? I mean, literally, every single bar that I've gone to, not one of them has even let me hit my vape while I'm throwing back a couple brewskis with the boys. Do you know how fucking stupid it is for me, a grown man, to get the bartender's attention and be like, excuse me, sir, I was just wondering if it was okay for me to go smoke a cigarette outside. I'll be right back if that's okay with you. I'm not a fucking child, and every single person in that bar is of legal age to purchase cigarettes and purchase alcohol. It's not like I'm lighting up a fucking crack pipe, it's a cigarette. So just legalize that shit, Uncle Sam, or I'm gonna go to your house and I'm gonna fuck your wife. And finally, number 1, hating on people that believe all people should be treated equally. Whoa, alright, slow down, people of the world. Let me explain. As an egalitarian, I don't look at this from a personal point of view. I look at this from a socio-political point of view, based off facts, And the fact of the matter is, people in general are not equal. I am a strong believer that everyone should be treated equally, but realistically, I also understand that division is necessary. Think about it this way. Whether the outcome is met with success or failure, any one person can achieve the same set of goals despite their ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation, etc. We see it every day with civil rights activists, social justice warriors, liberals, Republicans, Democrats, and anyone that doesn't share the same way of thinking. And there are thousands of examples throughout all of history that prove this. You could be a racist piece of shit dictator that manipulates an entire society into supporting them, or you could be a civil rights activist that refuses to give up their seat on a bus and paves the way for progression for a society that doesn't entirely agree that all lives should be treated equally. For every Adolf Hitler or Kim Jong-un, there are just as many Rosa Parks and Gandhi. And while you might think this analogy is a bit extreme, you have to at least agree that without opposition, we as a society are unable to progress. If everyone was treated equally and we all shared the same ideology, our existence would be meaningless. People need to be divided and gain an understanding as to why something is bad so we can learn from our mistakes and gain a better understanding of how we can compromise and come up with a more healthier solution. The one thing that I will give social justice warriors credit for is without their extremist beliefs, we would never have the chance to debate and challenge their ideology. This entire video, you could just immediately get offended, think of me as another piece of shit on the internet with an absurd way of thinking, or you could watch it with an open mind and take the chance to reflect on your own beliefs. I do not encourage everyone to agree with everything I say, and of course I say shit that's offensive for comedic purposes because it's what I find funny. However, I'm also not one of these influencers who's going to pressure you into thinking that everything I say is truth and you should just believe everything I fucking say. If anything, I encourage you to disagree with me, challenge my beliefs, and hate me because deep down inside, I don't want to be liked, nor do I want you to believe every little fucking thing that's fed to you because it's cool to be political and edgy. The internet is a fucking lie. Nothing you see on here is real, and if you don't agree with it, cool. That's your opinion, alright? That's the end of the video. I know I said in my last video that I wouldn't be making another top 10 things that should be more socially acceptable, but I mean it this time. This is the final and last time I will ever be making one of these fucking videos, okay? If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell me to go fuck myself. I really don't fucking care. I mean, I did not sleep at all last night. I've been filming this in just one fucking day. This video that you're watching today, I literally filmed and edited at 10:04 a.m. in the morning. I had not slept. I am tired, so goodbye. Thanks for watching. Fuck you, suck my dick. I don't give a fuck.